Saturday, July 18th, 2026. Futures Brizio here. And I was going to do this as a walk and talk like I've done several times, but it's actually starting to rain out. So couldn't do that. Um, but I did want to jump in here and just record a live video. I'm going to drop a weekend review, just what to look for next week, or what I'm looking at, what's on my watch list. I did not make a video yesterday. Wasn't really much going on in the market. I took one futures trade for a small profit, and then I did not open any new forex trades yesterday at all. So I actually only had one running into the weekend, and so there wasn't really much to for me to bother making a video yesterday. So having coffee, and I did just go for a walk, but it's starting to rain, so that's why I came back a few minutes early. So if whether you see this later or whether hopefully we get some people jumping on here, but I wanted to just talk a little bit about fake gurus uh, on YouTube. If you've been trading and especially doing things like watching YouTube videos for any length of time at all, even if today's your first day or your second day, YouTube is going to serve you up ungodly amounts of content of trading content. And unfortunately, most of what you're going to be fed is garbage, right? You've got these 20 something year olds, these wet behind the ears, literal kids that are on there, saying that they're making, tens of thousands of dollars every month. And, without exception, they're all trying to push some kind of course or signals or mentorship or whatever. Okay. So their YouTube content is basically just a funnel to get you to sign up for their course or join their Discord server or get into their mentorship. Right. And they're all frauds. Okay. I there's countless numbers of them. Okay. And so, but the one thing about the trading business is that there are, um, there's constantly new customers coming into the business, right? The trading business, because people always have this desire to make money and become self-sufficient and quit their jobs and be independent and all that, is that they you know good morning, good afternoon, Moy 2121. How you doing? And Alan Norton 7739, thanks for jumping in. And guys, make sure you like the video and smash subscribe and let me know where you're watching from too. I have no idea where people are from, so I don't have to tell me specifically, but anyways, just curious. So I hope everybody's doing well. And again, guys, we're just talking about fake internet trading gurus, YouTube gurus. Guys, just make sure that you're taking a critical eye of whoever you see. Now, I'm not saying there aren't legitimate traders on YouTube. Um, Alan's from England. Awesome. Um, you know, I have a small channel. I mean, I admit that, but I'm not a YouTube marketer, right? I don't really care. I'm not trying to make money off YouTube. I don't sell anything. I never have. I get on there and I basically record videos, which are basically like talking to myself. I'm talking through my own uh, my own analysis and my own journey. And if it's helpful to some people, great. If it's not, I it doesn't matter to me. Unlike and listen, like I said, if you've been on YouTube for any length of time and you're a trader or you're trying to be a trader, you are going to see some of the biggest scammers in the world come up in your feed because unfortunately, the ones that are the biggest scammers have the biggest following, right? They're the ones that have three, 400, 500,000, maybe a million subs. So YouTube algorithm loves them, right? Because they get lots of clicks and watch, and it's awesome for them, And but unfortunately, those are the ones that you're going to get in your feed most of the time. Someone like me who's actually trying to like just talk real to people, is probably not going to come up in a lot of feeds. In my feed, I get the constant fake gurus all the time. And once in a while, I actually get somebody that just started a channel that's got even less subs than I do. I mean, they got like 50 subs and they're just getting going. But even most of those are not. I mean, I'll watch a few of them just to see what they're talking about. Um, but anyways, Alan, take care. Have a good night. I guess it's probably around dinner time there in England. So take care. So but think about it, guys. If you are watching somebody, so I want to talk about somebody specific. I'm not going to name them. You guys probably have seen them if you've been watching YouTube. This guy has probably come up in your feed. He's got 5 or 600,000 subs. He just dropped a video the other day where he claims he's made. The title of the video is $124 million. So this guy has gotten on there and claims he's made $124 million in trading in like the last month or two. Okay. Now think about that. Some random guy who's all tatted up on YouTube, he's probably, I don't know how old he is. He's probably about 30 or so, and you honestly think he's made $124 million in trading? I mean, but people believe this stuff. And I read the comments under his videos. And now some of them might be, people that are in on the scam that just, that's how they spread the YouTube algorithm, is by leaving comments and especially liking the video and all that. And so he got on there the other day and he's showing his journal on his trading platform or on his third party tracker like TradeZilla or something like that. And he's showing each individual day for like the last month. And he's got days on there. Where he's trading like twice a week. And on the days where he's trades, he's made like literally millions of dollars on that day, according, green days are like millions. And he's got, of course, he throws in a couple of red days to make it look good. But think about it, guys. If you look at like the number one traders in the world, like the Warren Buffetts and the Paul Tudor Jones and countless hedge fund guys and gals that you'll never know who they are. And you think that some 20 something year old padded up guru marketer on YouTube is making $120 million trading? Come on. I mean, I understand the belief to want to, the desire to want to believe that because you want to follow in that, but they're scammers. Okay. And 9 out of 10 of them are trying to either push a course, push a mentorship, push signals, push some kind of whatever. And, the YouTube is just their sales funnel to get you in. Okay. And those courses can be anywhere from, a couple $100 to thousands. Okay. Many thousands. And, you are their sales funnel. And like I said, this YouTube is loaded with new customers all the time. And hey, kudos to them if they can do that. And they are successful enough marketers and they can do it, put up enough content and have great video editing and get their videos to spread and build their business that way. More power to them. I'm not saying they should be taken off YouTube, but I'm saying just be buyer beware. That's all. Okay. And so, um, this guy in particular, what he likes to do is get on there and say, well, I'm not selling any course. He used to, but now he says, I'm not selling any courses. So, what's my incentive? I don't sell a course. I'm not selling trading signals. So you can't say that I'm doing it for that reason. And he's right in that aspect. Right now, he's not selling a course. But what he is doing is he's pushing an unregulated offshore CFD broker. Okay. Again, I'm not even going to say the name of the broker. I'm not even talking about who this guy is. Put it in the comments if you think you know, because he's probably come up in your feed. Um, and so he's pushing the broker, and that's where he's making the money. Now he's not going to tell you that, but he'll mention it, the broker, 2 or 3 times in every video, and there'll be a link in the description that has an affiliate link, and that's what he's doing. Okay. Because when you click through and you go to that website, and if you sign up for an account and you fund it, he's getting a cut of that referral fee for you to sign up. He's getting a cut of the money you deposited. And most importantly, he's getting a cut of every trade that you make. Okay. And that's how he makes his money. So he doesn't need to sell a course. All he needs to do is funnel people into his broker, and they'll get there and they'll lure people in with high leverage. Oh, they're going to give you 100 to 1, 500 to 1 leverage, which you do that and you might as well just go and, put $1,000 on black at a casino because you got about the same odds of being successful. Okay. Because they know that 90% of these traders are going to fail and blow their accounts, and the broker pockets the money. They give a little cut of it to this guy as an affiliate fee, and everybody's happy. And round we go. So that's what they do. And so just make sure that you're very aware of that when you're watching these videos. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I was watching some kid this morning. He's literally a kid. I mean, my kids are probably older than this kid, and he's getting on there, and he always records the videos at night, which is weird, and outside at night. And he's in a warm climate. And again, I'm not going to even say who it is. He's got about 8,000 subs, and he's sitting there. He sells a course, he sells a private mentorship, he sells a Discord channel membership, and that's his funnel. And he gets on there and he puts up screenshots of his supposed students that have gotten payouts from prop firms, and it's all bullshit. I mean, maybe a couple of them are real, and maybe some of these traders, they got lucky, and so he'll put up the couple that actually did maybe get a payout, but then that's it. And so it's a sales funnel, guys. All of this stuff is designed to just pull you in. All right, get you to clink the link. Click the link below to join their course, get on their brokerage. There's a couple now that even sell they have their own prop firm. I mean, come on. They have their own prop firm. Right. I'm gonna buy a prop firm challenge for somebody sitting in their bedroom on YouTube. All right, come on. Let's be real. Okay. The prop firm industry is shady enough, and um, hard enough to navigate without falling for some idiot on YouTube who just started a prop firm, and you don't, that they're running out of their basement. Okay. So again, guys, make sure you like the video, and if you have any questions or comments, just talking about fake gurus on YouTube, and just buyer beware. And let me know where you're chatting in from. If you're watching this video later, still leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you guys have any questions, you want to talk about any particular these trading gurus, let me know. So there's plenty of channels out there exposing them. There's some really good channels I subscribe to that that expose these guys, like Iman Trading, uh, Andre McClendon, Wall Street Police. That there's plenty of these guys out there that do exposure channels, and I love watching those. They're so funny because these guys, get these fake gurus all riled up, and it's awesome. Um, but anyways, so like I said, guys, just think about it. Put on your spidey senses when you're listening to people that are telling you that they're making, $50,000 a month, or that the guy I mentioned earlier, who's literally on there, just cut a video about several days ago saying that he made $124 million in the markets, basically day trading or light swing trading over the course of like a month. I mean, it's completely bullshit. It's all bullshit, and it's all a lie. Okay. And the other thing they do with these fake gurus that are pushing brokers, um, is that you got to understand how the broker affiliate works. Okay. So guys like this, the guy that, not only is he getting paid through an affiliate link if you sign up and fund the account. But the other thing that they do is, especially if it's MetaTrader is probably the oldest trading platform still out there. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, it's still in existence. And there's a lot of legit brokers that still use MetaTrader. I mean, I have Oanda for my personal Forex account, and I use AMP Futures, which are both US regulated brokers, and they both use MetaTrader. So there's nothing inherently wrong with MetaTrader. It's a perfectly legit platform. It's an older platform, but I actually have a soft spot for it because when I started trading, that's really all there was. And but the problem with these brokers, these shady brokers, but they get these affiliates. What they do is they sign up and they become an affiliate for this broker, and the broker is only going to take on people that have a large following because they need a customer base. So they're scouring YouTube and looking for these these gurus that have large subs. And then if they meet their criteria, they'll reach out to them and say, "Hey, you want to become an affiliate for us?" But one of the things they do, especially with MetaTrader, is something called a white label server. So they give them an account, and the broker can make it look like it's a live account, not a demo account. So when they show you their screen, it says live up in the top left corner, and you're like, "Oh, it's a live account," but it's really not. Okay, it's a demo account. But the broker, of course, can make it say whatever they want. They're the broker. So they create these what they call white label servers. And then the scammer can go into their, they basically get the keys to the back room of that server. They can go in there and they can create whatever trade they want. They can go in there and put it in there, and it looks like they took that trade in real time, and it's completely fake. Okay. And so I don't know who posted it originally, but I've seen the video 100 times. It's this guy. He's in England because he's got a heavy British accent, and he demonstrates live what a white label server can do, and it's just really disgusting. Like, he goes in there and shows you how MetaTrader can be manipulated by these white label servers. So, again, the scammer gets approached by one of these scammy, unregulated brokers, say, "Hey, become an affiliate for us. We'll give you a white label account. We'll make it look like it's live. You can market it. We'll share the profits of all the people that are dumb enough to sign up and put money in here. And then you can also get this fake account that looks like it's live, and you can go and plug in trades that never actually happened and make yourself look like a genius." Okay, so that's what they do. So beware of anybody that's pushing courses, mentorships, Discord servers, brokers, prop firms, anything like that. I'm not saying universally that they're all scam, but be sensible when you're looking at what the claims are that they're making. Okay. And the more fancy and graphic their videos are, the more edited, the more lifestyle flexing they do, like the ones that are on there talking about, fast cars and all these trips, and they're going to the gym and, you know, just flexing on the lifestyle. Those are the scammers, okay? Because they're trying to sell that to you. And the only way they can sell that to you and get you to click the link is to show you that lifestyle. But that lifestyle is either fake, it's all rented, it's not real, or maybe it is real, but they're not doing it by trading, okay? Or maybe a very small percentage of it is trading. The rest of it is all affiliate fees. It's all courses, mentorships, prop firms, brokers paying them out. Okay. That's how they do it. And the more they can grow that, the bigger they become. And the more YouTube is going to serve them up, and you get new people coming in to try to trade every day, and it's a continuous sales funnel for them. And then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They do that, their channel gets bigger, they get more subs, and eventually people catch on and find out they're scammers, and they go away, and they either stop trading or they go off and do their own thing and realize that these people are scammers. But it doesn't matter, because there's always going to be somebody coming in behind them to do it. So, all right, to for them to sell to. So it's brilliant marketing. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying they should be taken off YouTube. I mean, look, buyer beware. If you're going to fall for that stuff, then you kind of deserve what you get, right? So I mean, early on I've been trading since 2011. When I first started, I can't tell you how much money I spent on courses, and I didn't have the money. I mean, I did, I've spent thousands over the course of several years on, trading robots, EAs, what they call expert advisors, which are like little automated software that you can plug in your chart, does all the trading for you, right? It trades while you're sleeping, it opens and closes trades. It sounds like brilliant. Oh, for 99 bucks you can buy this EA and throw it on your chart and you'll become a millionaire tomorrow. I mean, come on. Again, I don't care whether it's 99 bucks or 2000 bucks. If that were really true, everybody would be doing it and there would be no market, because we'd all be millionaires and there would be no money in the market, okay? It's all the scam, it's all marketing, okay? So the best thing you can do is find a handful of people that are not pushing a bunch of bullshit, and better actually for you to just learn it on your own, slowly but surely learn the basics of the market, and then just find something that works for you. Okay, for those that can. Sometimes you never will. I mean, some people will never become profitable, and They're just not cut out for trading, and that's okay too. But following these scammers that have, and I would say the bigger their channel is, the more of a scammer they probably are. Okay. um, and because that's just the way it works, right? Because the reason why they're so big is because they've done a great job marketing, but that's all they are. They're marketers. They're not traders, and that's what I say all the time. They're content creators and they're marketers. That's all they are. Okay, they're not traders. So, anyways, um, I'm just watching the people watching. We've gone anywhere from 10 to 0. Now we're at 3. So make sure you like like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are watching, chat in, say hi, let me know where you're from. And if you have any questions, if there's any particular channels out there of these people that you've seen that you really laugh at, I'd be curious to know. So there's so many of them. And again, I don't want to sit here and name them because I don't want to give them any traction. But like I said, if you've been trading for any length of time or watching YouTube videos on trading for any length of time, I guarantee you that there's many of these that have crossed your feed, especially if you're a forex or futures trader, because forex has been the ultimate in scammers. I mean, that's where the scamming world started. And for forex, it can be gets a bad rap because of that. So, um, but and like I said, every day I get a new one comes up in my suggestions. Most of them I don't watch, but some of them I do just for comedy. I'll put it on for 5 minutes and just watch it and kind of shake my head. And 9 out of 10 times, like I said, they're going to end up trying to sell you a course, sell you a man. And these are people that have tiny channels too. Some of them have less subs than I do, and they're already trying to sell a course or something. Great. That's perfect, right? And they're on there, day trading on a 30-second chart. They're scalping on a 30-second or a 1 minute or a 5 minute chart, and they're using ICT concepts, which there's no bigger joke in the world than ICT. He's a well-proven scammer, and basically all his ICT is market structure. That's all it is, with fancy terminology. And you know that guy made millions of dollars scamming people. So, anyways, and that's what a lot of these people are based on. They're based on smart money, ICT concepts, so called. And people have gotten more away from indicator based strategies and teaching people that because of the stigma that goes along with using indicators and things like that. And for the most part, indicators are junk, but some do have usefulness, as long as you're not relying on them exclusively, and as long as you at the end of the day can read price action and also understand some fundamentals, at least to know kind of like what's actually moving markets. And it's not your moving average, it's not your oscillator, it's not your EA. And understanding that none of us as traders, retail traders, have absolutely any influence on what the market's doing. We are basically the fly on the back of the elephant, and all we can do is hope we're going in the same direction as the elephant and we can make some money. But we have no influence on the market. Zero, zip, none. So because you don't control enough money to change the market. Okay, that's just a fact. Um, so all you can do is just try to follow them. So, but yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, guys. Fake trading gurus on YouTube, and so there's plenty of people out there talking about them as well and expose them. And I love watching some of those channels. Um, but I watch them really just for comedy. But I also shake my head and I feel bad too because there's so many people that just fall for that crap and will waste years and tons of money following some of these people, but learning the hard way in the end that they are scammers, and that you have to just learn things organically on your own. So, are you Charlie Puth's father? I don't know who Charlie Puth is, so no. Gloria HTTP, who's not on the stream anymore. I don't even know who that is. Um, so anyways, guys, I'll leave it there. I hope again, guys, we're just talking about fake internet trading gurus on YouTube and just the scam that is the whole uh, trading guru industry, especially on YouTube, is just hot with it. And again, the more you search and look at videos on YouTube with that, the more you're going to be fed more of these people. And it's unfortunate, but you have to learn to look at them through a critical eye and really think like, does it even make sense what they're saying when they claim their success or they're showing you, you know, photoshopped and fake trading results that they probably have on a white label server. It doesn't make sense. If you're questioning it, then it's probably not real. So, um, yeah, Gloria, I don't know who that is. I'll have to Google to see who Charlie Puth is. I don't know. Um, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But anyways, I don't know who that is. So um, yeah, so I'm just sitting here today. I got some quiet time. I'm gonna go probably record a video, a weekend kind of review video, and talk about some setups probably for next week. Um, After this live stream, I'm gonna go down to my office and do that and see what's going on for next week. Like I said, I didn't record a video yesterday because it was kind of quiet. I didn't take any new forex trades at all yesterday, and I took one futures trade that I was out pretty quick on. Um, yeah. So, what's been your experience? Right? What do you guys see with fake internet gurus? YouTube gurus for trading. Do you watch them? Do you follow any of them? Do you believe any of them? Do you laugh at them? Have any of you ever signed up and you regretted it later, signed up for their channel, bought one of their courses? I mean, what do you think? I'm really curious. So, um, like I said, there's a lot of these videos out there, and so many of these channels that it's just crazy. There's thousands of them, but there's probably about 50 to 100 that are the most popular that people really are watching, and those channels just keep getting bigger and bigger because more people are watching. But they're all garbage and they're all scammers, and you are the sales funnel for them. So don't fall for it. Learn trading organically on your own, or find somebody that who is legit, and then take it and make it your own. Not, there's a famous thing that and it's true. You could give a winning system to five different people and you will get five different results, even if they all study it, even if they take the same trades at the same time. You'll still get some people in there that will be successful and some that will lose in the end. So you have to, in terms of what you end up settling on as a trader, you have to find what works for you, whether it's the strategy or the time frame or both or whatever the market. You got to find what works for you, right? And it's going to be different for everybody. So you can go out there and find people that kind of resonate with you, and that's good. But at the end of the day, you got to kind of make everything your own. So go in with an eye of cautiousness with internet gurus, trading gurus on YouTube, and just be very cautious of who you're following. And if they are asking you for money or asking you to, you know, buy a course, buy a mentorship, or they're asking you to join their prop firm or join their broker they're pushing, that should be a huge red flag. It doesn't mean they're all scam, but the majority are, unfortunately, because that's how they make their money. They're not traders; they're content creators and they're marketers, and they don't care. At the end of the day, if you don't do it, somebody else will. And so that's just the industry. It happens in every industry, but the trading industry in particular is ripe with that kind of stuff, and it's unfortunate. But anyway, so gone long on this. Been a half hour. I'm going to end the video. Um, if you're watching this after, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know. Like I said, have you had experiences with fake trading gurus? What are some of the ones that have followed or still follow? Do you believe any of them? Have you ever bought any of their courses? What's been your experience? So I'm really curious about that. So all right. So you guys have a great weekend. Keep an eye out for the recorded video I'll drop uh, maybe in the next hour or so. That will have some review and setups for next week, and we'll go from there. So you guys take care. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Later.